What is up, everybody? It's Sam Stats, and I'm here with DGen Talks, Liv, and Liv's probably one of the most interesting. I mean,
Hello.
we just talked for like a minute, and I'm deeply intrigued here about her trading, about her history. Liv, what's going on?
Everything good. I'm happy to be here. Grace, great to meet you.
You too. So we're here talking about AceTrader 100, which is the trading tournament that we're launching over at Memeland. 20 celebs, traders, kind of full timers against 80 people from all the public. All of you can all be part of that 80. The way that 80 works is that 40 spots. We're going to do two trading tournaments. One is for open entry for free, and one is for people who pay $9. So if you pay $9, you have a smaller pool, and then the top 40 from each pool are going to win, and you get the chance to trade against Liv. Liv, you heard that you were going to be part of the AceTrader 100. The winner is going to get a $1 million fund to trade on their own. What did you feel when you got that invite? How you feeling about it?
To be honest, I was thinking if I'm ready to trade and be publicly in a competition like that. But then I told myself, like, what if it's gonna work? And I feel like most of the crypto Twitter people, they don't really do leverage trading because they're mostly in meme coins or NFTs. So the competition is not gonna be that hard. But well, I know I'll sound delusional, but I'm telling myself I'm gonna win. Because if I have a choice to think that I can win, I'll better manifest that.
You got to believe. You got to believe. And you heard it. She's sitting here saying that you guys aren't good traders. And I'm pumped about that. There is,
I mean,
the
I did
words have
not
been
say
spoken, Liv.
that.
Or that she can one up everyone. I think that's awesome. We want traders who believe in
I feel
themselves
like
on this tournament.
what scares me is that you're limited by time, and I feel like I would need to be stuck in front of my computer because I will need to kind of force trades, which I don't do because usually I just wait for a setup.
I'm just going to cut to the chase about the thing that got me super intrigued. It is not every day you meet someone who, at one point in their life, had all their money in DeGods, in DeGods NFTs. But right now, I'm talking to someone who did. Okay, what was that like when you're like, I'm going all in on DeGods? What was? Would you wake up every morning nervous when you're just so levered to one asset? What was that like?
Mm, to be honest, well, I got my first DGOT. That was like my first NFT ever. I didn't know how to buy it. It was like all new to me, and I got it for like $1,000, and I sold it the next day for a $500 profit. And I was just impressed how quickly I made that money. And it just seemed so cool because it was something new for me. Like the fact that I was using crypto wallet, the Magic Eden looked incredible to me. It was just something new, like a different word. But then there was this pod that I would still listen to even though I sold my DGOT. And it was called DGOT Cast. And it just made me so bullish that I felt bad that I sold it. And I just flipped so bullish on DGOTs that I actually had some separate money on my savings account, and I put it all into DGOTs, and I got like 5 DGOTs. And then then they came out with their token Dust. So at some point in time, I was making over $1,000 in Dust, and I was flipping all of it.
$1,000. How often were you making $1,000?
I think I was making over $1,000 for like 2 months, and then it was fluctuating because it was the token Dust.
Mm,
I don't know if you've heard of it, but at some
yeah,
point it hit
of
seven
course.
dollars.
Yeah. So you saying you were making like $1,000 a day, or you made $1,000 over 2 months? I need the
Yeah, like
time frame. If you make a thousand
a
dollars over
day,
a year, I'm kind of like
a
Matt. But if you're
day
making a
for
thousand dollars a
like
day, well,
around 2 months.
damn. So you're out there
But
like
also
outperforming.
I was selling them at different times.
I see. I see. But you're basically
But
outperforming like the average professional because you're just owning a bunch of JPEGs.
no, I think it was just good times to be in crypto back then.
I feel like everyone in crypto Twitter longs for those days. Those were it was very fun because
Mm,
not only were people making money, but you also got to show off your JPEGs. You got to buy like a cool trait, and you thought you were.
yeah.
I love JPEGs. Like you can see my background. Like I'm an NFT guy at heart. You know.
Yeah. I feel like if my journey wouldn't have started so smooth and so euphoric, I would not be here. But because it was just such an amazing 2 years of my life because of NFTs, I'm still here and I'm trying to adapt to the space we have now. And it's way harder, but it's still fun and I love it.
Awesome. So you okay? So let's talk about the competition a little bit here. You had all your money in DeGods, sold those eventually, moved into meme coins, kind of saw the pros and cons there, and then you're like perp trading and leverage trading is for me now. What makes you like perp
Mhm.
trading? What makes you like it?
To be honest, not even perp trading, but reading the charts. Like I just feel like every chart tells a story and it's like your responsibility to understand it. And I feel like every time I learn something new and it actually works out, I just feel it makes me so happy. And I feel like markets are kind of like a mirror. So even though I'm gonna make a mistake somewhere, I can learn from it. And comparing to meme coins, it's like a gamble. So okay, it's fun. It's way easier to make money. You don't have to think about it too much. You just gotta think about the narrative, the holders, etc. But with trading, there's just like so many things that come into it. Um, and I don't know, I like a good challenge, and I feel like I could just watch the charts all day, which is also not good because sometimes I don't even take a trade and I just watch a chart all day,
Mm.
and it seems like a wasted time, but I feel like I'm moving somewhere with it and I grow every day, and I like to do things that make me grow.
Yeah, can you share some of your alpha here since we got you? What what have you learned about charts? Like, what are some things that when you see a chart, you're like, this is a chart I want to trade. This is a chart I'm going to stay away from. What are some of the things you've learned in this time?
To be honest, I've been only trading majors. I've only traded coins that I like. So I trade Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and I'm in Aster. So I trade Aster from time to time. But for now, I've been only trading Bitcoin. Um, and other stuff I trade based on news. Um, but yeah, mostly Bitcoin recently.
When you see
Also
a
because I
technical
haven't
setup,
had
though,
the
like
time.
when you see a technical setup, what are you looking for? Like, what kind of
Mhm.
what do you want that line to look like if you're going to get into a trade?
I would definitely look at the market structure for uptrend, downtrend. Then I love the fibs. I always look at the fibs, and if I want to take a quick trade, my favorite indicator is Ichimoku. Um, so that and what else? Moving
And what is that?
averages.
What is
Ichimoku.
that for the yeah? Educate the audience.
I hate the names, but my favorite, so like usually I take a trade. It depends on the chart, but I love when like the future, I don't know if you know Ichimoku, but when there's this perfect setup when the future cloud is green and then the green line, the price, I forgot what it's called, is up
Mm.
above the chart. Then the first candle closes above the cloud as well. That's my favorite setup to trade. And I think I'm going to use it a lot for the competition as well
Okay.
because, yeah, because it's good for scalp trading and we don't have that much time.
Yeah, exactly. Who is someone you'd want to trade against? So this tournament is 100 people. We got 20 celebs and we got 80 people from the public who are gonna, but those 80
Hmm.
people are only gonna be able to compete if they win. Like they actually have qualifiers, whereas the celebs, we're just handpicked.
Hmm.
So who are some celebs that you, or KOL? I'm using the word celeb here, but I'm just talking crypto KOLs. Who are some crypto KOLs who you
Yeah.
have a lot of respect for as traders, and who you would like kind of think, yeah, who do you think is good out there?
So I don't know anyone who's good in leverage trading from the elites 20s because I've never seen them posting about leverage trading. Um, I think like personally, maybe I met one person from those elite 20.
Mm. Anyone though? Okay, so not a lot of
But is
respect then
it?
now for the people who've been selected. Not a lot of respect for the people who've been selected,
Oh
and
no,
we
no,
like that.
I'm
But
not saying I I don't have a respect. I respect everyone. I also I don't think of it as if it's competition between me and someone because when you trade for yourself, you trade to make money. Um, it's really like great. Like you can prove it doesn't make sense to prove to someone that you're a good trader because the purpose of trading is making money. So it's always me versus me yesterday. So that's how I'm trying to think about it because and think about the competition as something extra because I don't want to
yeah,
be pressured by time and the tension of me needing to win this,
yeah,
but I will win.
I I I like that mentality though. I think like with anything in life, basically, it's like other people are kind of a distraction from you figuring out what works for you. For you figure out your own
Mhm.
strategies. I mean, you can learn from other people. You can learn from other people, make yourself better. But going into this stuff, kind of chasing anything is what will separate you from your own process. And it sounds like that's
Yeah.
something you've kind of established for yourself as well. I didn't mean to say you were disrespecting anybody. I was just but none of the people in there are like guys who are like, whoa, this is someone who would be an honor to
Mhm.
beat. So, but who in the crypto world? So let's forget the people who have been selected for interest.
Um,
Who in the crypto world are people who you respect as traders?
so I think I have three, and one of them is Trader Main. I think after watching his videos, I kind of was like, oh, like this guy is impressive. I want to get into it. And
Mm,
then I like Daniel from Chart Champions.
mm.
And then there's my really close friend who has a really small account, but he has been teaching me for some time. And to be honest, like I've been taking courses that I paid a lot of money for, and I spent so much time on learning the basics, but he just showed me a few things that literally changed my life and the way I trade and my win rate, and I feel way more confident. And I feel like the smallest accounts are probably some of the best traders.
So who is this account? So we can promote him because let's get the small guys big. Let's get the
Um,
small guys big if they actually got alpha.
his I think his jet lag trading.
Jet lag trading. And what's the alpha he shared? Like what are the things that changed your life?
Mm, like different patterns.
Mm. So he helped you identify
Because
patterns.
patterns and fibs because I was taking the course, but I would never use the fibs because in my mind I would be like, no, I'm learning this and I'm just gonna go day by day, and I would think that fibs is something very complicated. But
Mm.
then honestly, what do you need is just fibs and Ichimoku, and you can literally like everything just comes down to it.
So it's largely, yeah, and it sounds like this guy help simplify it. He helped make it feel like it was accessible
Yeah,
in a way that you're like, okay, I can bring this into my trading patterns myself.
yeah.
All right. So jet lag trading, that sounds like someone who I gotta follow. Maybe we can get on maybe we can get him in the course. I mean in the competition. That'd be dope.
I mean, he
Um,
used to teach professionally too, and I told him he should definitely get back to it.
yeah. So let's say you win this competition and you're trading an $1 million book. It is meme land's money. So you're trading someone else's money. You get the profits. How does your strategy change then, if at all?
Um, I don't think my strategy would change. Probably, my investment would be bigger, but I would keep everything the same.
And do you think you're going to be focusing just on Bitcoin because that's where your kind of futures trading has been focused?
Probably no, but recently I've been po focusing on Bitcoin just because I didn't really have time to look at other coins. I traded ZEC as well.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, lately I've been just watching Bitcoin because I'm also trying to identify different patterns, and sometimes I'm not even trading, I'm just reading charts and learn every day because I feel like trading is a never-ending story and I really want to be exceptional at it. Um, and to be honest, I don't know, I just love doing it. And I feel like in your life, you need to find something that you want to be exceptional at. And this is it for me. Um, so yeah. Also, I'm stuck in Poland. It's cold in here, and I'm literally depressed. And I told myself I have two choices. I can either choose to be depressed and cry how bad I want to go back home because I miss my setup, um, or I can level up and I can learn every day and come back home as a different person.
Nice. I love that. It's like taking your yeah, kind of taking a bad situation and figuring out how you can make the most of it and what you can get out of it, and you'll be
Yeah.
back at your setup soon enough. A good week for you is one where you get 100% of your trades right. You're having weeks that are that good.
Yeah, because I don't take that many trades.
Okay, got it. What's your general time horizon for a trade?
What do you mean by that? Like
How
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 long do
long
I?
between buy and sell? Yeah, how long do you hold for?
Um, I think it depends how confident I am in a trade. Recently I had my Bitcoin long open for like few days. But also when I'm in profit, and I look at the levels, so I assume that price is not going to retrace to like whatever point. I usually move my stop loss to profit when I'm in profit, so I don't need to worry about it.
Mm. Right on. So it's like make it so it's a trade that quote unquote can't lose money.
Yeah. Sometimes I have a trade open for an hour when let's say I see the price is around golden ratio and I see a lot of strength, then I'm just gonna do super high leverage and then I'm gonna move my stop loss as well so that I don't lose any money when I'm up, and I'm gonna close it the same hour.
Nice. So what is the what are three pieces of advice you have for people entering this tournament? Well, as parting words here, because we're trying to keep these 20 to 25 minutes. Yeah. Three pieces of
hmm
advice you give to anyone who's entering.
I would say um don't overtrade. Look for setups and think why you're taking that trade. Don't be emotional and try to come to your own conclusion. Don't listen to other people because everyone has their own way of trading. And I feel like what clouds my judgment is listening to other people. And I usually communicate with other people what they think about my trade after I make a decision I want to take it.
Mm,
And definitely like learn some technicals if you don't use Fibonacci retracement. I would definitely learn that and Ichimoku because they're great indicators to know, and I feel like they two of my favorite.
awesome. There's a lot there. Kind of what I hear you say, and this has kind of been something you've said throughout this whole interview, is trust your own process. Develop a process for yourself and then trust it. And a
Yeah.
lot of messaging in everything you've said about not letting other people influence you too much. If you
hmm
don't have your own strategy and believe in your own strategy, then what are you even doing here, right?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Well, thank you for coming on. Loved having
Mhm.
you. Awesome that you got a dog. Sorry that you're stuck in Poland. First person I've ever met who
Thank you.
had every dollar to their name in DeGods before. I think that's super degen, but that's kind of what we're here for, right?
Well, I'm DJ Talks.
Oh yeah, yeah. Where can people find you? What's the best way for people to get to know you on social media?
Um, Probably Twitter.
Okay. Do you have other like? Do you do TikTok or anything else?
Yes, I do. Well, I started recently doing TA videos on Instagram, TikTok, and sh YouTube Shorts. My Instagram is belief.bet. I also post gambling videos there.
Oh wow. Is sports gambling or what kind of gambling?
Sports gambling and crypto casino gambling.
What sports do you gamble on?
It's literally hit and miss because I don't really watch sports.
Oh,
So
okay.
I just look what my friends are betting on and I just bet. And
So they're going
and
the
I'm
full
also
opposite.
pretty straightforward with on my videos.
So there you're going full opposite. There you're just like the process is other people, like trusting who's good and who's not. That is the process.
Yeah, when it comes to sports betting, yeah,
Okay. Right. So you said belief.bets? So
believe that bet.
belief.bets, believe.bet. Okay. But we'll say the one call to action here. People who want more of your content. DGen Talks on Twitter. She calls herself a
Yes,
DGen. I
that's
said she's a
my main
DGen.
platform.
That's awesome. All right, DGen Talks. Thanks for so much for coming on. Good luck in the AceTrader 100. We would love to see you get that $1 million book. Uh,
I will.
I'll be watching. Can't wait to see you. All right.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.